it on the night that it came on, baby. So we down here. I was in the mood to listen to some Wu-Tang Clan this morning, so that's what we on this morning. Yes. Come on, because I heard Method Man and Redman about to be on Versus. Where? Okay, where am I about to park? Because it's two cars parked next to each other. Okay, I'm going to park right here. Yes, ma'am. I cannot wait. When I tell you Redman and Method Man were the soundtrack in my 20s of my life, baby, especially Muddy Waters, child. Oh, Anti-Cal. So what's going on, y'all? We down here to talk about, I in the mood. I feel like turn this up. Ain't nothing to Wu-Tang Clan. Ain't nothing to, okay, I got a lot of notes for Real Housewives of New Jersey. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know that you stopped by. Yes, my lips are chapped, girl. I look like Kim Zolciak today. I don't know what's going on. I've been drinking enough water. I'm like, why are my lips chapped? So I've been drinking enough water. I don't know. Maybe I have an internal fever. Maybe something is trying to heal itself on the inside and it's heating up and making the diva's lips. Y'all, I'm like, look, it's okay. It's all right. Bitches pay for these lips. You hear me? They go down to the doctor and say, can I get my lips like that black lady right there? He's a natural, boo. I'm almost like, did I have an allergic reaction? But allergic reaction wouldn't make my lips chap. And, you know, I exfoliate my lips and everything. I got the little exfoliating, the sugar scrub. I exfoliate my lips. So I don't know how they got, it's like one layer of chapped. See? Look. Anyways, come on, let's talk about Real Housewives of New Jersey. Oh, some of y'all have been saying that you're not getting notifications. Some people are saying that they've been unsubscribed. So make sure that you are subscribed. Now, you can subscribe, and then it's going to ask you, watch, I'll show you. It's going to ask you, do you want, it's going to have a little bell, right? And you hit the bell notification. It's all personalized and none, right? I'm ignoring that. Okay. You hit it with all. Make sure it has the two little squiggly, jiggly jingle bell lines on the outside. You understand what I'm saying? Let me unsubscribe to this person I was watching on YouTube, and I didn't want to subscribe to them. It's just a music channel or whatever. All right, so that's how you do it. So make sure that the bell notification is on or whatever. And then what else did I wanted to tell y'all? Look how I'm doing my lips. Girl, this is a mess. And then my dumb ass, I put on, okay, let me put on some gloss. I put on the damn gloss that I bought by accident. It's by ELF, and it's a lip plumping, but it's such a pretty color, but I don't know how much cinnamon it got in it, because, baby, my lips be on fire. So they on fire now, right now, because I put it on, because it's such a pretty color. Do I have it with me? No, I don't. I left it on the bathroom counter. I got Carmex, though, but damn. No, I had to put on something glistening, because yesterday my lips were red, like just red. I was like, oh, I don't even need no nothing. Come on, red lips. So I'm drinking water and everything, so I don't know what else is happening. We'll see. Look at the sun is coming up. I had to block it. Look. Ooh, come on, bitch. Sun is good for you. Get yourself out in some sun, honey. It feels so good. Anyways, okay. So we start off where we left off, honey. Jackie had just told Teresa, do you get that confidence in jail? I saw some of y'all comments. Y'all was like, that was lame. That was tired. It wasn't, because any little thing you say against Teresa, she's going to go off like that. She could have said anything. She said something about Gia. She said something about going to jail. She knows where to get her. She knows exactly what to say to where to get her. You coming at me, I'm going to come at you. Whether you think it's lame or not, I know for a fact this is going to touch. It's going to be a little bullet that touches this girl, that touches and agrees with her spirit. Shout out to the King of Reeds. That used to be my friend. He's not my friend no more. Anyways, so if the bullet touches and agrees with your spirit, bitch, Ain't nothing I could say. And that's what she was like, girl, every time I say something, it's like she can come at me, but as soon as I retort, all of a sudden I cause this problem. So Teresa is running out the house and she was like, you guys want to keep this bitch here? Y'all want to let this bitch stay here? Okay, fine. So she goes upstairs. Joe runs after her. And it's like, this is Margaret. Teresa told her to put a dildo in her ass. Like, y'all gotta expect for somebody to say something after that. Like, what do you expect for her to just sit there? And the problem is, when they think she's very fragile because she's crying, but she might be crying because I cry when I get upset. And I cry when I'm crying for you, really. That's who... I feel like honking this horn. I be crying for you. Like, when you do something to me and I start crying, oh, you better run. You better fucking run. And she tells Joe, you should have stuck up for your sister. And this is the thing that I don't like about Teresa. You do the craziest shit to people. And as soon as somebody does something to you, you want somebody to defend you right then and there. You don't give them time to think about it. You don't give them time to process who was right and who was wrong. You want somebody to stick up for you no matter your behavior. And I don't think that is healthy. I'm sorry. I don't think that I can see supporting people when they are not operating from their best place. I understand that. But to stick up for you when you were clearly wrong, I don't know if I can do that. Now, I might not talk crazy in front of everybody else. Like, Joe wasn't really saying anything, but then he went upstairs to try to talk to her. Like, I'm not about to do that right here because in actuality, you're wrong. You're wrong. The whole thing, you're wrong from the fucking episode 1, bitch. You're wrong. And you want somebody to stick up for you because that bitch said, did you learn your confidence in jail? What you should have said, bitch, that's not the only thing I fucking learned. You want to see? That's what you should have said. That's what you said, but you're not smart enough. You're not quick enough. You're conniving. Teresa's very conniving. Look at the crow. Teresa's very conniving, but she's not quick. That's the thing. Like, you want to go back and forth, and that's what Jackie has over her, and that's why she feels dumb when she goes back and forth with Jackie. Honey, she told Joe to go fuck himself. You didn't stick up for me. And he was like, I can't deal with this because Teresa really wants it both ways. She wants to be able to be an asshole to people, but then when somebody says something to her, she wants somebody to defend her. And I love that Melissa was like, bitch, are you some weak bitch now? You can't defend yourself? I was like, yes, come on, Melissa, tell her ass. Melissa and the cheese tray girl, that was so dramatic, girl. I guess it was like, the cameras are here, honey, let's give them a fucking show, because they gave them a show that night, baby. So when they were back down at the table, Jackie says to Margaret, like under her breath, she's like, she was like, whatever, they're trying to get everything. She was like, your husband is an asshole. And then she was like, what? My husband is an asshole? But then Margaret kind of agreed with her. She was like, yeah, what the fuck? Like, what did you say? Like, why? And then Jackie was like, well, why would you give it life? Because she really likes Joe Benigno, right? She really likes him, his little self. And he looked so like, he kept saying, no, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. But you did say it. And I don't think Bill brought it back wrong. Did Bill bring it back wrong? No. But Jennifer went and told Teresa, like, maybe you should have went to Jackie and said, at the party, at the guys' night, Joe Benigno said that he overheard that too. You shouldn't have took it to Teresa. When Jennifer took it to Teresa, it was just like giving Teresa more ammunition to fuck with her. She was like, I've defended you. This is Margaret yelling at Jackie. I've defended you. Me and my husband defended you. He's been good to you. I don't want nothing to do with you. This is Jackie telling Joe. She was like, now I don't want nothing to do with you. He's been good to you. We have defended you to the core. They going back and forth, right? And then they're like yelling at Jackie. And Jackie is like, why is everybody yelling at me? I don't even understand what's going on. Yeah, because it got heated. It's like it was a lot. It was a lot. So Margaret gets upset and she runs in the house. Melissa, go calm Margaret down. Go calm Margaret down. He said, we all said it. This is Frank. We all said we didn't believe it. We all said we didn't. They trying to comfort Jackie. We all said we didn't believe it. I got back to you. Oh, they told her it got back to you wrong. The way it got back to you, it just got back to you in the wrong way. And so inside the house, Joe comes in. Joe Benigno, he comes, too many Joes. Joe Benigno comes in and he was like, trying to explain to her. He was really being like, like careful, right? He tried to hug her at one point. She pushed him away. I don't want to talk to you anymore. But then in the house, he was like, I'm sorry, or whatever, this and that. And then she was like, I don't want to fight with you. And then she started hugging Joe. I don't want to fight with you. I love you. And all this other stuff. I was like, y'all are a mess. Then here comes Teresa. Teresa comes back downstairs. She ready for some more shit. So she walks past them and walks outside to Joe. She said, you and Melissa, this is Teresa telling Joe, you and Melissa should have ate that bitch up for what she said to me. He was like, what are you talking about? He was like, no, what are you talking about? So Melissa tells Teresa, come talk to Jackie. Come talk to her and tell her what's up. Like, you doing the most, and this has gone too far, girl. She says, you didn't defend me. Melissa is standing on the porch, like on the steps of the house, and Teresa is down, where they were eating. She says, what? What do you want? Melissa was like, what? What are you saying? She was like, you should have defended me. She was like, what are you saying? She got in Teresa's face. Baby, she got close to Teresa's face like that. She said, are you telling me you just sat up here and defended your ex-husband, talking about me and your brother? She was like, are you kidding me? You some weak bitch that you can't defend yourself? I loved it. She was like, man, you are sick. That's what she was like. You a sick bitch. These are sister-in-laws fighting. You didn't even defend us against your husband because Joe Giudice has started a rumor about Joe Gorga. And Teresa did not defend her brother. But you sat at that table and you said that they needed to take their words back because Joe was a class act in a divorce. We all thought Joe was going to act a fool in that divorce. We did. But to Joe Gorga's point, I wasn't talking about him. I was defending you against him. It wasn't about him. Take your words back. I don't have to take my words back, bitch. I was defending your ass. What are you talking about? Well, he was a class act, and that's the daughter. This is your brother. Y'all parents just died. You done got a divorce. Your ex-husband has been deported. All y'all got. That's it. It was a mess. And she was like, and then Joe Gorga, he loses his temper, and it was reminiscent of the christening. Remember the christening? And him and Joe Giudice got into it, and they showed that clip of Joe Gorga telling Nono, you're my father. You're my father. I need you. Because he was mad because he felt like Joe Giudice was in Nono's ear talking shit. You know what I'm saying? And making him look bad as a son by saying, your son is so busy. He doesn't even spend time with you. Remember all of that? Yes. So he was like, he put my mother in an early grave. And then you were in jail when the mother was sick. And I think Teresa had just got out of jail and her mother passed. And they felt like if it wasn't for Joe, she wouldn't be in jail and she would have been able to spend time with her mother before she died. And that's the thing. And then Frank Catania comes in. He was like, dude, calm down. Like, cause Joe was hitting the table. He was throwing shit and everything like that. And then Frank Catania was like, dude, he's not even your brother-in-law anymore. They're divorced. Like, forget it. Just forget it. And he was like, I know. He got mad. Joe tells Teresa, go and talk to Jackie. Y'all need to squash this shit. Squash it. Tell her it's over. This has gone too far. It's gone too far when everybody is fighting and you really just want to get back at her because she told your ass, how does a wife control their husband and your husband is in jail? And ever since then, that bitch has had it out for her. And that is a legitimate question. Bitch, if you think you can control your husband, why the fuck is your husband in jail? She didn't like that. She did not like that, baby. After the fight, it's over. Jackie says, I talked to her. Jackie, it's over, Jackie. I talked to her. She's on the phone with Evan. She's telling him, you can hear Evan screaming in the phone. He was like, she says it, she's talking. She has my name in her mouth again. He said something to that effect. And she was like, this is the reason why I came first, because I wanted to make sure there was no shit. Remember when she said that? So she was like, tomorrow when you come here, just promise me if shit goes left that we'll get up and leave together, right? He's like, okay, that's what we'll do. So they get off the phone or whatever. Just say everybody starts leaving and stuff. They were like, we gotta go or whatever. So he was like, they were like, just say sorry to Jackie. Just tell her it's over. Tell her you squash it. Tell her you're not gonna bring it up anymore. Just say it. Teresa's like, I don't like her. She doesn't have a heart and she's cold. I don't understand why somebody has to greet you with warmth when you greeting them with venom. Bitch, no, I'm spitting venom back in your face. Trust me. And it's gonna be worse than what you said to me. Like, I don't understand where we get off on doing things to people, and when they react, all of a sudden, they were supposed to maintain control. No, you do something to people, you cannot be responsible, and you cannot be mad. You can be mad, yeah, you can be mad at how they react, but don't be shocked when you bring a knife to a fight, and the motherfucker brings a bazooka. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, then you're like, oh, why did she bring a bazooka, bitch? You wanted to fight. Did nobody say, well, where are the rules, right? I don't understand why. To me, I feel like it feels very strange to me the way that Teresa expects for people to allow her to behave in the way that she does. Like, it's too much. And you always want somebody to defend you, but you always doing some shit to somebody and saying something crazy to somebody. And then you expect immediate defense. Girl, you were wrong. You've been wrong from episode 1. You've been wrong. And that's just what it is. Jackie's face was so red. It was so red. She was crying and crying and crying and crying and crying. Everybody goes back to the house. They all go back to their homes. Everybody's getting in the bed. They make some tea. Margaret's like, I need some tea or whatever. They get in the bed. Joe says his hand is hurting. He puts his hand in some ice. They lay down. And Joe was like, I don't ever want that to happen again with my sister. That's too much. I don't want to see that happen again. We cannot do that. So the next morning, they're up. Dolores says to Frank, I don't think that Evan is coming in peace. I think she said that to Jennifer. She said it to somebody. They were like, she needs to apologize. So Joe calls Teresa on the phone. I don't know what Joe was making, some omelets. They had salami. What was that? Bologna? What was that Melissa was cutting up? Some kind of sausage. You know, honey, the Italians, they would cut up some sausage in a heartbeat and just be eating it. That's what I would love to see when Nono and Joe, they would be eating. Joe Judice, he would cut up some sausage and they would drink some wine and that would be it. Like, I love to see that shit. I don't know why I love to see that shit. Anyways, so he's cutting up, they making omelets on the grill outside. They go sit outside. It's really nice where they are. It's very nice. I love the environmentals going on. So he tells her on the phone, he calls her, in the morning and tells her, you got to make it right with Jackie. We cannot have this. This is not how we need to be operating. You are my sister. You the only one I got. We cannot be fighting like this. And they like Jackie. I think they legitimately like Jackie, like Joe and Melissa and Margaret and Joe Benigno. I think they do. But anyways, so they say that you need to talk to Evan. This they telling Teresa. Teresa's like, I feel funny talking to him. I understand what she's saying because you really started a rumor or spread a rumor about this man at his birthday party and you feel fucked up. It's not because he's a man. You try, well, I'm from the old school. No, bitch. You feel fucked up and you don't want to face that man. And that you need to face him. You need that because you started that shit at his birthday party. That apology was weak as fuck. I agree with Margaret. That apology was weak as hell. Because Teresa is only really doing it to keep the peace. She don't mean it. She don't mean it. But I did hear her say at one point, I feel bad. Like when they walked in, she's like, I feel bad. I don't know if that was genuine, but I actually heard her say she felt bad. She was like, I don't want to talk to a man. That's weird. And she was like, Dolores said the reason why she don't want to talk to a man is because she's used to Joe Giudice's reactions. And they hear, here comes my cunt wife, here comes my bitch wife, she's a cunt. And then another thing, he told her he was going to smash her head against a wall or something like that. And talking to her crazy. Anyways, Nabil shows up. Bill Aiden, he shows up. I like him. I like that he's in I thought he was going to be stuck up. I really did. I really thought he was going to be one of those husbands that really didn't want to come around. I really like that he's with the husbands. They get along. Jennifer and Bill really mesh well with this group. So she takes him upstairs and tells him what happened. It was so cute when she was like, this is what Teresa got me. She shows him the vibrator. And he was like, oh, put it on my back. Put it on my back. And he was like, tell her you used it. Tell her we used it together. Baby, he got Jennifer looking like... Jennifer looks very young. I don't know what's going on with her. She looked like she's aging backwards. She looks very young, even with no makeup on. I was looking like, dang, Jennifer looks like she's in her mid-20s or something. She looks very young. I don't know what's going on, what kind of skincare she got going on, but she looks very young. Anyway, so she's telling him what happened, and he was like, I forgot what advice he said, but he said maybe he shouldn't have told her, he said. She was like, but we tell each other everything. He was like, yeah, but this is a mess. Like, maybe I shouldn't have it. I shouldn't have told you. And I think if he told her, that he should have said, tell Jackie that. That's what he said, maybe. I don't know how they should have done that. I don't think it would have been any right way to do that. So yeah, that's what he said. I probably shouldn't have told you. So back at Melissa and Joe's house, the bar is open. They making drinks. Melissa and Jackie are having a conversation, and they were like, let's just drop it. Let's have fun. Let's have a good time. When Evan gets here, you can talk. And she was like, well, I don't know. Not Melissa. Did I say Melissa and Jackie? I meant Teresa and Jackie. That was Teresa and Jackie. That was, I put Melissa and Jackie. She was like, let's just, I'm sorry and this and that. I don't want to hurt you or your family. And she was like, okay. She was like, okay. When Evan gets here, you can talk to him. She was like, I don't know. Like, she said it to Jackie. I feel weird. And then even in Jackie's confessional, she was like, girl, you had enough balls to talk about this man at his birthday party. Drop them balls again when he gets here so you can apologize to my husband for what you did, because that was raggedy. Talk to him. I'm old school. I'm not going to talk to him. I guess they have a different kind of marriage. You caught that shade, right? Okay. So they're giving the tour of Melissa's house. Because they, talk about the short house that they used to have, and now they have a bigger house. It's really nice. It is really, really nice. The backyard, that whole little area they had, like a little dining area, and then like the pool. Was it a pool back there? I don't know. It was nice, whatever it was. Here comes Evan, child. And when Evan comes, that's when Teresa said she felt bad. She gives him this awkward ass, weird ass apology. He actually even went to hug her and was like, and greeted her. And that to me, when he went to greet her, that to me should have made her comfortable enough to be like, you know what, Evan, I am sorry. I was out of order. I should not have done that. I don't want to hurt your family. But it was really weird, and she couldn't even really get her words out. The apology was weird because I don't feel like she really felt like she wanted to apologize. But her brother, she wanted to listen to her brother. He told her to apologize to make it right, and that's what she's doing. But I don't think she believes that. So Joe goes and talks to Teresa. He's like, I saw what you did. I'm proud of you and this and that. We brother and sister. We all we got. Both our parents are gone. You're all I have, and I'm all you have. And we need to be at peace. I actually got a little emotional because I'm like, y'all don't have your parents. Like, Anyway, so they get on the wave runners, baby. Let me tell you something. I remember one time, I don't remember what lake we were with my family. I don't know if it was Lake Elsinore. I don't remember what lake it was. It was some lake. And they used to call them jet skis. I guess they call them wave runners now, honey. So anyways, my aunt, she's a lady, honey. My aunt, she got on there. She had on her, we had a park day. I don't remember what holiday it was for. We got on the jet skis, and she wanted to get on the jet skis. So I said, come on. Come on, let's go. She had her cute little hat on. She had her little white little Bermuda shorts on with her little kitten heel thong slippers. She thought she was cute. I said, okay, you go get on this jet ski with me, girl. Baby, when I tell you I took off. So don't get on no jet ski wave running with me, baby. We going to town, baby. We gonna hit all the waves. We gonna be slapping them waves. You hear me? I love a fucking jet ski. Anyways, so Jennifer and Bill were on one. They were like, look at the Turks, look at the Turks. They were having a good time. They had a good time. They got a little close to the boat. I don't like that. It made me real nervous because somebody can really get hurt like that, falling in between a boat and a jet ski. You can really get hurt like that. Anyways, it was very odd to see Teresa taking pictures of Evan and Jackie and telling them, kiss, now kiss. I was like, ugh, don't be taking pictures of me and my husband. And you secretly like my husband. You secretly have a little crush on my husband. That's another problem in there. Because Evan, I'm not going to lie, he's attractive. He's attractive, tall. He got a nice build on him. His face he's aesthetically pleasing around the face. He got money that makes him look cuter, you know what I'm saying? So I think, and remember Teresa kept saying she wanted a Jewish man, remember? Okay. Anyway, but she got her a man now. He kind of looks like the cousin of Joe Giudice. He really does. He looks like Joe a lot. To me, he does. Anyways, they said they'll never really be good friends, but it just went too far. That's what Dolores said. So Jennifer and Marge are having a conversation. And Margaret says, You like to start shit. You was doing a lot of shit. You shouldn't have said nothing. You was getting in between of me talking to my husband. Now, what do you guys think about that? If you're having a conversation with your partner and somebody is trying to add information when you're trying to get information out of your partner, would you have told or responded the way that Margaret responded to Jennifer? Like, be quiet, I'm talking. Like, be quiet, I'm talking to my husband. The way she told her to shut the fuck up, actually. But do you think that Margaret was out of line to tell Jennifer, like, be quiet, I'm talking to my husband, you getting in between me and him, trying to straighten some shit out, right? I don't see the problem with it. I don't see the problem with what Jennifer did by saying, like, well, he did say it, right? But I understand where Margaret's like, girl, I'm talking to my husband. Be quiet while him and I are talking. Okay, don't get in the middle of this. Don't get in between me and my husband. Anyway, so the way you treated him was embarrassing. The way that you were talking to your husband was embarrassing. This is Jennifer, right? Because Margaret was yelling at him, and she did apologize later in the room. She said, I'm sorry, I swear at you. It was just too much. And he was like, I understand, or whatever. So they made up, and he wasn't that mad, and she did apologize. So we did hear them. She was like, that was so embarrassing. She was like, don't ever talk about me and my husband, and don't talk when we're trying to, talk to each other. I understand that. She was like, girl, you're an embarrassment to your whole family. This is Margaret telling Jennifer. Margaret was getting ready, bitch. I said, y'all better leave Margaret. That's my girl. Y'all better leave Margaret alone. So Margaret says, and you're a sloppy drunk, right? You're a sloppy drunk. You're an embarrassment to your whole family. Look at you. Because she tried to say Margaret embarrassed. She should be embarrassed the way that she spoke to Joe. And she was like, girl, you're an embarrassment to your whole family. You're a sloppy drunk. And then Jennifer said, no, you know what, sloppy bitch? You sleeping with your boss. I said, oh, shit. Girl, what? She just told you that and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all, but bitch, we fighting. Girl, you shouldn't have told her. That's why you got to be mindful of who you tell your business to, because on Mad Day, they going to throw it in your face. And you called her a sloppy drunk, that was a vulnerable moment. Somebody being drunk and you having to take care of them is a vulnerable moment, right? Margaret shared with them a vulnerable time when she was being taken advantage of by an older man. And that's true. It's like, you didn't sleep with your boss. And the way she was saying that, like, oh, she slept her way to the top. Didn't we just have a conversation about that? No woman is sleeping her way to the top. Men should not make sex a rite of passage to exceed in the job force. That's wrong. The men are wrong, not the ladies. They're being taken advantage of for trying to succeed. for trying, you know what I'm saying? So it's not she slept her way with it to the top. There were men who use sex as a rite of passage. And that's not cool. It's not cool. But baby, they fighting, so here it is. She was like, you know why you don't fight with your husband? This is Margaret. Now I told you, Margaret. You know why you don't fight with your husband? Because he's your sugar daddy. He's your meal ticket for you and your whole family. You ain't nothing but a concubine. She called her a concubine, not to her face, but she said it. And then it was funny because Margaret looked at the camera, kind of glanced at the camera real quick right before she called her a concubine. I said, oh, okay. She was like, that's your sugar daddy. She was like, don't fuck with me. I'll bring my A game. Don't fuck with me. I said, oh, no, that's right, Margaret. She was like, and then, you know, it hit Jennifer, because Jennifer was like sloppy drunk. Don't be trying to project your childhood trauma with your mother on me. Girl, they coming with it. They are coming with it. And they left and they went home, and that was it, y'all. Child. That was a good episode. It was so much. I was like, oh my God, y'all getting on my nerves. I had to rewind a lot of pieces. That fight, at the beginning of the episode, I had to rewind it because it was so much shit going on. I'm trying to see, because I be trying to look at the people in the background because I want to see people's reactions and stuff like that. So I'm looking at Joe, I'm looking at Frank and seeing how he's responding. I'm looking at Joe Benigno to see what he's doing, and he was really calm the whole time. He was like, no, I didn't say that. That's not what I said. He lied, but that was a lie to keep the peace, I guess. It didn't work because all they got to do is run the tape. Anyways, y'all, that was the episode. Please let me know what y'all think about the episode. What do y'all think about Teresa and the fact that she likes to act a fool, but then when somebody comes back at her, she wants somebody to defend her? What do you think about that? Also, I want to know what y'all think. Do y'all think that Marge was out of order when she told Jennifer to shut the fuck up while she was talking and straightening that shit out with her husband? And then what do you think about Teresa's apology to Evan? I think it was full of shit. Margaret thought it was full of shit. We both thought it was full of shit. What do y'all think? Anyways, take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.